This is Kieran Reese, otherwise known as the Obsessive Compulsive Gamer, the O.C.G, and it's my birthday! No joke, it's literally my birthday. May 18, 1996, I grace this world with my presence. If you're gone, baby, you need to come home. There's an awful lot of breeze in the room. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hello, thank you. I appreciate you. So they announced a new Mortal Kombat game. I don't know if you heard about that. Well, I don't even know if you like Mortal Kombat, to tell you the truth. That's right, that's the locked. Yeah, it's kind of weird where it's like a reboot, but not. Hey, thank you. I appreciate you, Psycon. Yep, I turned the big 27 today. I'm getting old. One thing I'm really excited about, did you hear that they're going to do a Jean-Claude Van Damme skin for Johnny Cage? I think that's really fucking cool because, I don't know if you knew this, but Jean-Claude Van Damme is largely responsible for the creation of Mortal Kombat, incidentally. See, JCVD did a movie called Kickboxer, and they were hired, NetherRealm Studios to make a game about Kickboxer, and they made a good chunk of it, and then they were told that the game was canceled, and so they took all of that stuff and moved it over to Mortal Kombat, and obviously ran with it and made it crazy, and JCVD became Johnny Cage. He's literally based off of Jean-Claude Van Damme. So, indirectly, Jean-Claude is responsible for the creation of Mortal Kombat. Even though, I mean, it's not his fault. Like, it was the studio that canceled the game, so it's not like he did anything. But I still always thought that's cool. So, Johnny, and the developers openly admit that Johnny Cage is based off of Jean-Claude Van Damme. Even like his split kick and shit is literally based off of his moves. So it's really cool to see it come full circle and to have like a whole skin pack with JCVD, and he's officially working with them to make this. Here, I'm gonna shoot the lake. Yeah, you have to, basically, to get one of the challenges. Thankfully, it puts you, like, right back there. Like, they deliberately designed it so that if you fucked up and did that, you didn't lose any progress. Yeah, not as epic as the OG, yeah. Pretty much. But like I said, it's one of the challenges. You have to do it to get 100%. That's why Oh, wait a minute. That's a good picture. I'm gonna get that real quick. Just having a nice little sunset stroll on the lake. What could go wrong? Yeah, like it's actually a challenge. In like in the menu. At least I thought it was, so I'll check. Huh. Damn it. Yeah, I agree. I really don't like it, trophies or achievements that want you to play against how the game is designed. You know? Like, I totally get the fact that, like, I can go through the game with a handgun and knife, and I get that you might want me to go through that, but, like, one of the things I love the most about this game is the rich arsenal, so... Honestly, I think the best way to do a platinum trophy is the way games like The Last of Us Part 1, recent games like that, where all you need to do to get the platinum trophy is to 100% complete the game. I think that's fair. It asks you to see everything there is to see. Not do some ridiculous shit, just really put in the time and see every corner of the game and get the platinum. Like, The Last of Us Part 1, the remake for that, okay, the trophies were great. Because in the original game, in the original Last of Us, I love Last of Us. Yeah, if you do a new game assisted, it's still, it's not about it being easy. Obviously, if you do it a new game plus assisted, it's easy. I just think it's shitty. Like, it's not fun for me. It's not about challenge. It's like, I want to play with my sniper rifle, with my TMP, with my shotgun. So it's not like I can't do it. It's just like, it's not fun for me. But anyway, in the original Last of Us, I played that game like 200 hours. But I never got the platinum because they had a bunch of online trophies, which are the fucking worst. Online trophies. Multiplayer trophies are the worst. And they wanted you to play the game 12 different times. Not only did they want you to do every difficulty, and the difficulty trophies didn't stack, but you had to do it again for New Game Plus. So, you know, they want you to beat it 12 times, do easy New Game Plus, normal. It's fucking dumb. But in the remake for The Last of Us, it's basically go through the game, get all the optional conversations, get all the collectibles, upgrade one of the weapons to max.
Think you can swallow me whole, huh?
So, that's why even though I played hundreds of hours on The Last of Us, I never got the Platinum Trophy, but I immediately got the Platinum Trophy in the remake. Because they deliberately heard criticisms that it sucked to get the Platinum and fixed it. So, like, the Platinum is actually fun. Right? Silent Stranger, like, I don't want to go through Resident Evil 4 Remake without talking to the merchant. He's my bro! The merchant is my friend! He's like your only friend. I mean, I just imagine how the merchant feels. He's here trying to help you out with life-saving equipment, and you won't even talk to him. You're like, man, I was gonna give this guy all these weapons and all this stuff. We were gonna be best friends, but he's giving me the cold shoulder. He's like, fuck that guy. And that's because of you. Merchant lives matter.
Where'd you go?
Right? No, seriously. Imagine you were in a situation like this, right? Yeah. The only merchant requests I didn't really care for were the rats, killing the rats. That kind of felt like needless busy work. And it's like, that did feel kind of fetch questy.
You tough son of a bitch.
But even then, it wasn't that bad. But lots of the side quests were good. I like the side quests that introduce new creatures the best. Like, hey! You know, I really liked it. It's like, hey, you remember how you went through the night section as Ashley, running for your fucking life? It's like, well, now you get to go back through as Leon and kill those fuckers. And fight the super armor. It's like, hey, here's the super wolf. The fucking super fucking Iron Maiden. Or, you know, even hilarious stuff like throwing an egg on Salazar's picture is just funny. Yeah. Wow. Right, to do. Maybe go in. And now the sun has set. It is nighttime for the rest of the game. Well, most of the rest of the game. The sun dawns like right at the very end, but from like chapter 4 to like the very end, it's fucking night.
Sacrificial lamb, you will receive our most.
Oh, that's really hard for me to say, man. Chapter 3 is up there because I like that fucking fish village so much with the gnarled trees and the sunset. But then I also think I like chapter 10 a lot because you get to like the beautiful halls of the castle and you have like the fucking open section in the castle. And I really dug that. I don't know, like this whole game is really great. It's hard for me to decide. But then chapter 4 is really good because you have this whole section on the lake where you kind of free roam. Then you go to the church to get Ashley and you see like, I love what they did with the stained glass puzzle. They made the stained glass puzzle way better and then you can actually see the stained light coming out of the church, which is cool.
Join our covenant to share in my holy blessing forever.
Fuck. My least favorite chapter? Uh, my least favorite chapter would probably be chapter 15, I think, because that's the chapter where the game goes like full tilt action the most and has the fucking helicopter shit. They put a lot of work into making the island more horror focused and less action, but I still think in that helicopter shootout, it probably it goes too far. And it got kind of annoying to me, even though, you know, I don't know how they would have fixed that, because if they hadn't included the helicopter shootout, fans would have understandably been super pissed. So they were trying to make the island, more scary because that's what fans wanted, but they also had to keep the helicopter section because that's what fans wanted. So they were kind of, you know, caught in a hard place. So, in general, though, I will say that they did succeed in making the island section a lot more horror-driven, and I actually like it a lot more. And there are some of the best parts in the game. You know, the fucking, I like how it's rain-soaked streets now. I like, you know, the fucking scene where you're like trapped on the bars, and there are people coming after Ashley, and there's a regenerator coming after you. It's pure fucking nightmare fuel, and it was really clever. I love how they turned the Iron Maiden's ender generators. I nearly shit myself when that happened. You know, and stuff like that. So they definitely did overhaul it. But, you know, chapter 15, I just felt they went too far. I also wish, towards the end of the game, you go into the Las Plagas room and, you know, you see that fucking weird chandelier hanging from the ceiling and see that beautiful yellow light. I wish they had more areas like that. Like, imagine if they did a whole area like that. Would have been fucking great.
Condor 1 to Roost. Do you read me?
Condor 1? You've been radio silent for 3 hours. Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. Won't let it happen again.
And the church?
I'm still looking for whatever key I need.
Copy that. I'm glad you're okay. Roost out.
Like I said, I really hope with Separate Ways being a full expansion you have to pay for, that we get new areas. Like, they only had one new area in the original Separate Ways. And that area is really cool, the battleship, but it was just one. That meant literally 4 out of 5 missions were just the same areas as fucking Leon. I don't want that, you know? Like, we can have some areas, but I want new areas. I want new areas in the village, I want new areas in the castle, and I want new areas in the island. And with it being a full-priced expansion, I kind of expect that. It's different, you know, before it's a pack-in. So it's like, well, if it's not that extensive, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's a pack-in, you're like, it doesn't have to be that intensive. It's just a nice little bonus. But when you're paying full price for the DLC, you expect more. But honestly, considering how great this game is and considering how great a job they did, I don't think they're going to fuck it up, honestly. Right? The guy's fucking helmet's sad. Those police guys were kind of dicks, but they didn't deserve to be fucking crucified. Here, hold on. I know there's a small key I'm coming up on. I just need to check it out and make sure I'm getting it. I'm occasionally going to look at a page to see. That's the only thing. Yeah, no, they definitely did. It was just a pack-in title. I understand, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it was, as a pack-in title, it was fine. It wasn't perfect. Exactly. As a pack-in title, it was great. I'm just saying, like, they have a much bigger budget to work with now. It's not like a little bonus they're just putting in for the PS2 version. They have a much bigger budget, and they're asking for $20, assumingly, considering that's what, you know, RE8's DLC was. So I'm expecting more. That's what I'm saying. Like, it was fine for what it was, but if they were to charge $20 and release that with better graphics, people would be pissed. So I'm, you know. But like I said, this game kicks so much ass, and I have so much faith in the team, I don't think they're going to fumble the bag. So I have every faith that the new Separate Ways is going to be fucking amazing. It's going to be the definitive version. I really do. And I love this world so much that that's one of the reasons why I want to see more Island. Why I want to see more Castle, because I love this world so much. Like, give me more. Yeah, exactly. Although the castle was by far her smallest section. It only had one mission in the Separate Ways.
Here you go.
Un forastero!
Twisties.
And also, like, I also really hope that they fix New Game Plus, or not New Game Plus, what am I saying? I really hope that they fix Ada's weaponry, because that was the worst part. I really disliked her weapon roster. Her crossbow was kind of shit, her shotgun was shit, and like that was honestly the worst part of Separate Ways for me. I appreciate that they tried to give her a unique shotgun and shit, but it just didn't work out, and it just, towards the end, it's just like you're just woefully under-equipped. It's not fun. So I hope she actually gets better, weaponry that doesn't suck.
Some kind of shrine. Same mark from the church.
And also the fact that you can't upgrade your gear. Let us upgrade your fucking gear.
It's the lake.
I'm also holding out hope. Yeah, the old Wayshrine key. I'm also holding out hope that we will get the U3 fight in Separate Ways. I've seen a lot of people hate. Right? I've seen a lot of people hating on the U3 fight. I always thought that fight was great. Like, I never understood the issue with the U3 fight, honestly. No, it's not. It's Saddler's pet, basically. The other Verdugo combines into Salazar. The actual U3 is like Salazar's favorite creation. Red 9! Yeah. But I honestly thought that was interesting, though. I have no idea. I hope not. Like, I want you three to be present in the remake. Not just be fucking another henchman. But like I said, I thought it was a really interesting boss battle. And like, yeah, it was, you know, yeah, it being timed and having to run for your life was stressful, but like that was the point. So yeah, I heard about that. Yeah. Well, I hope that's not the case, because I like U3 and I could think of a lot of cool stuff they could do. Plus, it would be a way to give Ada a unique boss fight. That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping that Ada gets unique locations, that Ada gets unique weapons, and I'm hoping that Ada gets a unique boss fight. I hope she gets U3, but I also hope she gets a brand new fight. And, like I said, my main thing, like the main thing I want to see, I want to see her fight those weird hooded bitches. Okay? I was so hyped for them. They look creepy as shit. They're described as Sadler's inner circle. They're described as the people that help make the Let's Plagas. And you just never run into them other than like 2 cutscenes. That was like such a huge like waste. I really hope that Ada fights those bitches. Like, I mean, like, even the design of those ladies, it's just creepy. And it just, like, I kept waiting, like, when are we gonna fight him? When are we gonna fight him? And then it just never happened. I'm like... I mean, they made, like, a special character model for them and everything. It just feels kind of like a waste. To, you know, if we don't ever fight them.
It's locked.
Damn it. Ah, okay. Yeah, either way, I don't care. Whatever way they justify it, man, I don't really care. Just make it happen, you know? That, you know? Hey, thanks for watching. I appreciate you. But like I said, I have the utmost faith in them. I'm really not sweating it. Like, they did such a great fucking job with this remake that I honestly have every confidence that they will knock it out of the park with Separate Ways. Like, I'm not even sweating it. Like, I have total fucking faith in them. Man, if I was Capcom, I would give the fucking directors of this game a fucking raise, man. Like, these are clearly the people you want to be in charge of Resident Evil going forward. Okay? They did fucking Resident Evil 2 remake, and then 4 remake, back to back, man. I know they didn't release back to back, but literally right after they started working on Resident Evil 2 remake, they started working on this. They can't miss. They have just been fucking consistently kicking ass. Like, these are the people. Yeah, yeah, exactly. I don't think that'd be a case, man. I really do think. I think you're good. I really don't think it's going to be. Like you said, I don't think it's. I don't think we have anything to worry about, dude. I honestly believe they're going to kick ass, and I think this could come out around fall or maybe even summer. It's already been leaked. Not only is there files already in the game for it, so they already have parts of it ready in the game's directory, but they've been working on it since before they finished the game and had plans for it right away. So it's not going to be like Resident Evil 8. They literally only started working on the DLC for Resident Evil 8 after it sold well and people wanted it. That's why it took a year and a half. And multiple people have said it's not going to take anywhere near the same amount of time for Separate Ways to come out. And it would make total sense if they came out, summer or fall, Halloween, do that. So I honestly don't. I think we're probably going to get Separate Ways this year. I would bet money on it. And especially considering how well this game sold, they were saying it broke records. I don't know how much the copies have sold already, but they were saying it's the fastest selling Resident Evil game by far. Like, it broke records. I think Capcom has said, okay, this game's a huge success. We need to get DLC out now while the iron is still hot. Bop, bop. So, I think I'm very certain we're not going to have to wait that long. Let me see. Plus, the last DLC that Resident Evil released, the Winter's expansion, was fucking amazing. Shadows of Rose was so fucking good. Shadows of Rose was so good, it actually kicked up my estimation for RE8. Okay? Because RE8 by itself, I would put it in the A tier. I would not put it in the S tier because I think it's great. It has a lot of good stuff that it does, but that it loses the plot near the end and jumps the shark, and that brings down my estimation of the game. But not only is the DLC so fucking great, it feels like the proper ending to the game, and it's some of the scariest shit in the series, and it brings the pace back to a place where it needed to be. So it rights the ship and lets the game end on a high note with horror. So with the DLC, I would put 8 in my S tier. Ah, god damn it. Fuck. Fuck. Yeah, hold on, let me... I think I missed one of the small keys in the fish farm. I think I can go back and get it, though. Yeah, no, like I said, I really like 8, okay? I think that the shooting mechanics in 8, fucking beautiful. Ethan, love Ethan. I thought in Resident Evil 7, Ethan was forgettable as fuck. They completely turned it around and turned Ethan into one of my favorite protagonists in the entire series. He has more personality in just the opening section of the house than the entire game of 7. I love 7, but Ethan was a weak protagonist in that game. That Mia was more of the hero of that game than he was. The village was awesome. At the time, it was the largest hub we ever got. You know, the castle was fucking great. How they have all these different villains, the changing times of day. You know, the hub exploration. How they managed to have the Resident Evil backtracking on a bigger scale. It set the groundwork for this. It's like I said, the end. Even the factory is good, but you know the fucking robot chainsaw fight, the fucking Call of Duty strike shit with the Chris, the missile strikes, like the fucking cackling Saturday morning cartoon villain, like the last like hour of Resident Evil 8, they just went crazy and they went too far, and it fucks the pacing of the game. And that's why I like Shadows of Rose so much, because right after that, it gets the story back on track and brings it back down to the fear, to the oh shit horror, and lets it end on a high note. And also, I really, really loved not only Rose, seeing her fears, her personality, how she was bullied, her heartbreaking, but seeing her relationship with Chris, how Chris is like her stepdad, and how Chris stepped in to help raise her for Ethan, and then seeing Ethan and getting to see his relationship with daughter, seeing him finally meet her, was bittersweet, and it brought his story full circle. Some of my favorite things in the entire series. Like I said, I really fucking loved it once they got into it. So, without Shadows of Rose, it's A. With it, it's S tier. It was also interesting to see the Duke be a bad guy, even though technically the Duke is still a good guy. That's just like a weird figment of the fucking Metamucite. It's not the real Duke. Yeah, exactly. Like, it is genuinely heartbreaking. And it completes Ethan's entire arc. And I love the fact that they brought back Evelyn. And getting to see her again and see, like, her confront her demons was super fucking cool. It honestly feels like Shadows Rose honestly feels like the proper third act. To me, anyway. And I mean, while it wasn't super long, it was about the 3 hours if you did everything, and that was a decent length considering the main game was only like 8 hours. And you know, I wondered how they were going to work in Rose's powers and still keep it horror, but they managed to do it beautifully. Right? Yeah, no, I agree. The regenerators in 4 were fucked up. I totally agree with you. And they managed to take them like a step further and make them even worse. Just so you know, this right here is where the opening cutscene in the game takes place. I don't know if you knew that. You know where they chopped the chick's head off? Or cut her? That's her. I noticed a lot of people missed that. Oh, come on, man. Fucking finally.
Sure.
Hold on a second, let me... Okay, yeah, I think I have to go back to the fish farm and get a small key. I think I missed it by accident. Oh well, shit happens. Fish farm is down there. Oh, I have to go that way anyway. So, okay, Magita, what would you put? What would you put as your like your S tier Resident Evil games? If you had to pick your very favorite. Like, you know, give me your top 5 Resident Evil games. Yeah, and I need to go to the fucking merchant.
Got some new... Welcome. I've got something new for you, mate. I'll buy almost anything.
You really like Revelations 2?
Perfect. You're a real professional. Anything else I can help you with? That's good work, if I... This kind of work is about finesse, stranger. Little bit goes a long way. What's that? How have we procured these curiosities? You don't want to know. This'll help you put them in their place. A decent size. But size ain't everything, am I right? Don't get yourself killed.
Okay.
Now. Oh.
I haven't really got to play that much of Revelations 2. I own it on Xbox, but I haven't played that much. With your recommendation, I might go back through and give it a chance. And yeah, Barry is awesome. I kind of wish they had used Barry more. Um, I can't really give you my thoughts on Revelations 2 because I haven't played it very much. I can give you my thoughts on Revelations 1 because I recently beat that. I think it starts out great, and I think the first couple of chapters are really good, but then I think it kind of goes downhill in the last half and is just too action-focused. Like, there are parts in the ship that are really good, and they are really, really strongly reminiscent of the classic games, you know? And I'm like, man, that's great. Like, you know, the part of it is the Spencer Mansion, then you have the casino, the dining hall with the mist on the floor, and stuff like that's really great. And there's like a whole section where you have to fight the big guy for the first time in this shopping mall, and I thought that fight was amazing because it's this open area, you have just got the sniper rifle, you have all these people coming in, and it's like, you know, it does what Resident Evil 4 did so well and just gives you that, oh my god, I'm fucking surrounded feeling. And I liked it, you know, and it felt very good, very close to the standard Resident Evil. But then, like, in the later half of Revelations, they just got so action heavy, you know, that I just wound up falling out of it. I definitely think it's worth playing. I think it was definitely a step in the right direction, and I like seeing Jill. Yeah, exactly. But I you know, ultimately I would not put it in my top tier. I think it's good, but I definitely think it's uneven in its execution. Yeah, let me... Okay, hold on. Let me see all what you're saying. Yeah, like I said, I've only played just the very beginning of Revelations 2. I own the whole game on Xbox. With your recommendation, I definitely would... fuck, I auto-sorted. Son of a whore. I definitely would give it another go. I just like if all of Revelations was like the first chunk of it, I would have ranked it a lot higher. And yeah, I liked how it could be silly. I agree with you. Resident Evil has always had a amount of cheese. I agree. It has always had a strong element of cheese. But I think Revelations also took it too far. and got to the point where it was just silly. Like, you should have worn your thermal underwear. Or those two, oh my god, what was the name of those two assholes? The two fucking bumbling BSSA guys. God, I hated playing as them. And I can't remember their name now. But they were the worst. Every time I played as them, I'm like, please God, just let it stop. Like, they were cheesy in a bad way. Those are arguably the worst fucking Resident Evil characters ever. Like, literally anytime they were around, it killed the fucking mood. Yeah. Well, I mean, good thing he didn't go for it. Because she's a fucking spy. Never mind the fact that they never actually let up on what the fuck was that. Like, they teased more of her. At the end of Revelations. Finally got the stock. Sorry, my aim was just messing to me. Okay. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, they literally, I felt like they were doing that to deliberately tease another game that never came. And now looks like will never come. So I hate them leaving shit open like that, honestly. Fuck. Because now it honestly seems like they've totally fucking abandoned the series. Like, it's looking at this point like we might never get another Revelations. Although, and to be fair, it is kind of redundant now. They had originally used Revelations when they were doing 6. They intended the main series to be more action-focused and Revelations to be a spin-off that was more classic horror. And now with the whole series going back to classic horror, there is less of a use for it. That is true. I also felt like they wasted Jessica because she's voiced by the same chick that voices Lightning in the Final Fantasy 13 games, and she's an amazing voice actor, and I don't think they properly used her talent. Hold on. I thought there was a fucking key around here. Oh no, okay. Booyah! Okay, there we go. Now we're back on track. That's what I missed. Did you know that, like, the laser sight does a much bigger... Did you know the laser sight has a much bigger deal than just making your shots more accurate? It gives you a much higher chance to crit. I don't know if you knew that. Like, you know how ordinarily when you have your handgun out and you, like, it'll close up the gap to show you that it's a better shot? The laser sight makes them all like that. No. I missed that. Oh well. I got the Viper, so I was able to heal from it. Okay. Now, with that detour out of the way, we're back on track. Yeah, so, like, I think that's cool, because it means it's more than just a cosmetic thing, you know what I mean? I mean, it would have been cool either way, but it's cool that it, like, actually is a legitimate upgrade to the gun. And you can either use it on the base handgun or the Sentinel 9, the deluxe handgun, which is cool. You know where the Sentinel 9 handgun is from, right? It's Leon's handgun in the Vendetta movie. In Resident Evil Vendetta, it's the handgun that Leon uses. I think of my brush. I think of... That's right. Okay, I gotta get back on the boat. I like how they turned the lake into like basically like a little sandbox. I thought that was really cool. Awesome. Now we're up to date on the small keys. I will definitely have to get all those. But first, I'm going to go back further into the cave.
No good.
Oh, okay. You ever try to like not be mean to somebody, but you feel like there's like no way to not be mean to them? Like they ask you such a stupid question that like you're genuinely struggling to give them like an honest answer without being a dick. I had somebody ask me on here, like, how are you doing? And I'm like, well, you know, I'm okay. Obviously, I'm dealing with a lot. And they're like, well, what's wrong besides the obvious? Like, there's something else that needs to be wrong. Like, oh, what's got you down? Like, this whole situation. Like, I don't need anything else. Having to fucking find someplace else to move in less than 2 weeks is enough. And it's not like I can be homeless, which I'll knock on wood, okay? I can't hold down a job due to my mental issues, due to my leg and my back, okay? I can't hold down a job. I tried, okay? So if I'm on the street, I'm dead. And then my mother, she needs oxygen to survive. She's on the street, she's dead. So it's a lot more than just being temporarily homeless. It's like our fucking lives are on the line here. You know, and we were assured, we were fucking promised by management we would not have to leave. Okay, and on top of that, we gave them a money order, and they insisted on getting the money order in a timely fashion, because of course they did, obviously, if it's something they need. And we got them the money order for the rent, and, you know, and we felt good about getting the money order for the rent, because it's like, well, they have to let us stay if we give them the money order. And now, they're like, oh no, we can't let you stay. We're giving you the money order back, but since the money order was already filed, we have to get it refunded, and that could take a fucking month, which is time we don't have. And it's like, man, if you hadn't been so fucking pushy about us doing it and getting it to you right away, we could have that money just free and clear to use instead of having to go through all this fucking things. And I struggle to believe that they didn't know that this was going to happen. They did. They just, I guess they thought they could get away with it. And then our government cracked down on them and was like, no. But they don't fucking care. Like, they were like, well, I really need you to come in and give me the money order today. I can't wait. Okay? So in the middle of the day, I had to take an Uber to fucking Kroger's, wait in line for like an hour to get it. Also, she could have it in a timely and prompt fashion when she needed it, right when she needed it. It's like I jumped through all those hoops to basically fuck myself. Awesome. And it's like, that was like a week ago. So it's like, you can't tell me. You can't tell me you didn't know what was going to happen, okay? So, like, you were pushing for the rent money, even though, like, what was going on? You didn't care. I guess they thought they could get away with it? And, you know, and before, we had a place lined up, because they're like, you know, we're going to renovate a new place, and then, you know, you come into that. So you'll stay here until the summer. That was the deal. And then you'll move into the new place down the block that we renovated, because we're having people renovate it. Oh. But now, I'm pretty sure that offer is no longer valid. So not only can we not stay here, but the place that we had lined up is no longer lined up. Thankfully, I really don't have that much that I need to take. Honestly, the majority of the stuff is going to be my mom and dad stuff, okay? I have one small, tiny basket of clothes. I don't have that many clothes. Like, literally, like 3 pairs of pants and a couple shirts. The basket this big, my clothes fits in. So that'll be easy. And then I'm not taking a lot of my furniture. So the only furniture I'm taking is my TV is standing on a entertainment center that has my systems in it. That I've had this for years. I went down to fucking like Richmond to get this back in like 2017, and then I have an entertainment center for my other systems, and it's made out of glass, so it's very light, and that's all the furniture I'm taking, so that's sorted. And then my games, and you know, my game systems. But I actually already had my old game systems I wasn't using in a bag, and I had a lot of my games in a bag, so they're already in a bag ready to go. So you know, I have a lot of shit in my closet I'm just going to leave here. We were going to clean it up for them, but fuck them, you know. They're going to fuck us. They're going to try and leave us homeless. We're going to move, you know, I'm not making it any easier for them. They can suck a dick. So, you know, I have my entertainment center is centers, but, you know, it's 2. And that's all for the furniture. And then I have a small basket of clothes that I've already got sorted. And then I have my game systems, but they're like over there in bags. I already trying to, you know, keep them in bags. I wasn't using them. So they're already ready to go and packed. And then that's about it, honestly. So I'll basically be taking my game systems, my games, my DVDs, and a small thing of clothes. And that's it. That's really all I care about is my games my DVDs and my clothes. That's why I'm not in a hurry to do it, because honestly, I have so little stuff that I can knock it out in like less than a day. You know what I'm saying? Half my shit is already in bags. Just have to grab the clothes, put it in a bag, seal it, then, transport my entertainment center. And I can't even do that until we get a moving truck. Like, it can't go anywhere else, so I couldn't even do that if I wanted to. So, like, that's why the next couple days I'm just trying to stream as much as I can, because that's all I really can do. My parents are sorting their stuff. My mom doesn't want other people touching her stuff. She's very possessive. I mean, it's her stuff, but, so it's not like I could be helping her. And then I will help move it when it's ready, but she's sorting it. And then my stuff is already mostly done, so that's why it may seem like I'm relaxed, I'm not doing anything, because it's really not going to take that long to do that. And obviously I'm trying to avoid doing that as long as possible, because then once my game system and stuff is moved, I'm just going to sit here in the room and jerk off, like, so, and I fucking hate them. I hate them for doing this to us. We live in a bad neighborhood. We have drug dealers, shootouts, and we're one of the few good tenants. We always pay our rent on time. We never cause any problems. We never are loud. We never blare music. We never do drugs. We're not stirring shit. They have all of these fucking people in this complex to give them all these issues. And we're not, and this is how they repay us for, always paying the rent on time for like 5 fucking years, always being good tenants. It's just, fuck us in the ass, and then right when we think we're okay, bend us over and re-dick us. Right, right when our ass is healing, just open up the stitches. And I feel so bad for my mother. My mother has mental issues as well. She's bipolar, and she has trouble moving. She has bone disease, and she needs oxygen, okay? Her life is already so fucking difficult. More difficult than most people could stand. And her having to do this, she already had a mental breakdown over fucking moving before. And then she finally got settled, and she's like, okay, we're going to be okay for a couple months. And then, nope, fuck you. And she's scared because, like I said, she knows that if we can't find another place, she could die. So it's like, it's so much pressure on her, And, like, my mom is disabled. She suffers so much. She's in constant pain. And, then she has to deal with all this shit on top of it. It's heartbreaking to see the people that I love suffer. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to get emotional. So somebody asking me, why are you stressed besides the obvious? Like, do I need something else? Like, isn't this enough? It feels like enough. I don't wash my clothes for months at a time because it's hard to get a fucking ride up to do the laundry. I fucking sleep on the floor. My room has no windows. I sometimes I barely eat, man. I go without a lot of shit, and you don't see me fucking complaining. All I ask is that my family's okay, and somehow, it's like I ask for so little, and I get even less. I'm just trying to live my fucking life, man. That's all. I'm just trying to get by, man. And then I had somebody I thought was my friend basically turn out to not be my friend. So that's also fucking great. Fucking guy in the group, DF Dante, we talked to. Well, I told him everything that was going on, and he basically didn't even care. So that was awesome. And meanwhile, every time he told me he needed me, I was there for him. Are you okay? I care about you. Let me know you're okay. Messaging him constantly. He said I was one of the only friends he had. Okay? And then I tell him that I could be homeless, that I could die, and he doesn't even care. So, you know, all that time I spent being a good friend to him, and he doesn't even care enough to ask me if I'm okay. Or even show any concern. Like, I'm not saying give me money. I'm not saying, like, you know, you need to be here helping me find a place to move. Just, like, show that you fucking care. Like, he asked me, you know, he told me that he was having a toothache. He told me that he went to the doctor. And the whole time I said, are you okay? Are you alright? Is there anything I can do? Please let me know how you're doing. And, like, I checked in on him every fucking day. Multiple times a day, Megita, to make sure he was okay. That's what a good friend does. And then I tell him, well, you know, I could be homeless, I could die, and so he didn't even give a shit. So he got kicked from the group. Just in case you're wondering where he went, you know, like I didn't say anything to mean to him. That group is for my friends, and if you're not even gonna give a shit, I don't got time for you in my group. So we have the two E's, we have the up and down hourglasses, and then we have the other one. Okay. You know, so, you know, and like I said, and it hurts, you know? I was a really good friend to him. You know, and I just wanted, like, I even told him, you know, man, I'm getting emotional again. I even told him. Because I remember telling him that I could be homeless, and he just brushed past that and said there was something else about what he was talking about. And I told him, I said, I could be homeless. I said, I could die. I'm like, don't you even care? Don't you even care about me? And then he gave me some fucking sad bullshit excuse. Well, I guess I'm just a bad friend like my dad. I'm like, wait, awesome. I'm telling you, I need you. I literally told him, I said, I need you. I need you as a friend. I need your fucking support, man. And, you know, and he basically makes it into a sob story about him. Oh, I'm a bad friend like my dad. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. That's just blaming somebody else. You know, and like I said, I didn't ask him for money. I didn't ask him for anything. Just, you know, show me just a little bit of fucking concern. Right? Like, I don't feel like asking your friend if they're okay and showing concern about their well-being when they could die is asking for too much of someone. Especially because it was something I did for him. When he wasn't okay, I asked him every day if he was okay. I talked to him. I gave him advice. He had a wisdom tooth that needed to be pulled. And it caused him to have toothache. And I relate to that. My teeth are shit. Like, my teeth are not great. You can see? They're not great. I don't show often. But they're riddled with cavities. They're not great. I'm trying to get them fixed. But you know as well as I do how hard it is to find a dentist that'll take a bare minimum insurance. I basically have Obamacare, WellCare. It's hard to find a dentist, okay? So I know what it's like to have teeth aches. My teeth are shit, okay? So I gave him all this helpful advice. You know, and then I'm just like, you know, I'm struggling, and nope. I'm just gonna talk about Minecraft while you're talking about worrying about dying. Yeah, sorry, I'm not trying to derail the stream. I'm not trying to whine or bitch and complain. I'm just going through an awful lot right now, and it hurts. Feels like my entire life is fucking collapsing, you know? Okay. I honestly can't even begin to tell you how much it means to me, you being here. How much your friendship has meant to me. How much it continues to mean to me. I met you by pure chance, making a comment on a Resident Evil group. I wasn't even looking to be your friend, and I just really like talking to you. And since then, you have been a great friend to me. You've been supportive, you've been kind to me, you've joined my streams, you've talked to me, you've showed interest in what I have to say, rather than just talking, you know, to hear yourself speak. You've been in streams, you show concern about my well-being. I'm really glad to have you around. And I just want you to know that I really appreciate you. And I won't forget you being there for me when I needed you and I had very little people there for me. I don't forget the people that are my friends. And I just want you to know, like, it means a lot. You and Sarah are like the only people I have right now.
Why not treat yourself, mate?
Like I said, I'm just really glad to have you around. You came at the right time when I really needed you. Fuck, man, some people would even make fun of me for crying. I'm so sick and tired of that shit, you know? Men should be able to fucking cry. It's amazing how we talk about we're so fucking progressive as a society. You would see these SJWs saying, you know, oh, it's 2023, get with the times, and they still laugh at dudes crying. Yeah. I mean, it should be okay to cry, but you know, a lot of people, especially women, think less of men for crying. They recently did a study that found that women think less of their partners after they cry. It was like a huge study. It was kind of disappointing to see that even in 2023, the vast majority of women look down on dudes for crying to them. And obviously, it's not a reflection on you. I'm just talking about society in general. You know, we talk about men, we talk about all these things, and then we're men are human, and then, you know, they aren't allowed to cry.
Number 1 to Roost. I found the key to the church.
Copy that. Now go get Baby Eagle.
Right. No time to chat. I'm going in. Condor 1 out.
Yeah. Like, obviously they don't speak for all women, but it was like a university, like an actual prestigious university did a huge survey. They talked to millions of women, and they found that overwhelmingly women thought less of their partners after they cried. Like 80% or more. Like, it was kind of shocking, and that study just came out recently. So it made me really sad, because it's like, here I thought we were like making progress towards, you know, mental health for men and caring about men's well-being and saying, you know, all that stuff, and nope.
Hello. Welcome.
Most women apparently still think you're a bitch.
Fine. Easy work.
Like, the fact that 80% of women still think you're a bitch if you cry is just ridiculous.
As you wished. Dazzled, are you? Our craftsmanship demands no. Will that be all then? We're starting to get an idea of you. Might want to take care of any leftover errands before going this way. Be ashamed to live the rest of your life wondering, what if? Am I right?
Yeah, like I said, like, men talking about their mental health is a serious issue. That's why, like, something like 85% of all suicides are men. I want you to understand something. Suicide is the #1 cause of death for men from the ages of 15 to 40. More than drunk accidents, more than murder, more than homicides. From 15 to 40, suicide is the leading cause of death for men. That's fucking insane. I knew it was bad. I had no idea it was that bad. Like, it's bad. More dudes kill themselves than have heart attacks. More dudes kill themselves than are murdered. Like, women make up like maybe 10% of suicides. God, he like it. You know, and they did a study that found that El Gigante. They did a study that found overwhelmingly that men don't talk about their mental problems. That's what we do. We're told that we're not allowed to share our emotions, you know? And it's almost like a no-win situation, Megiddo, because women will sit there and say, why don't men share their emotions? I just want a guy to open up to me, and then the guy opens up to them and cries, and oh, he's a bitch. It's like, well, fuck. What do you want from me? Oh shit. Good. I love how they actually made the wolf more badass. Did you know that the wolf actually has a name and he comes from another Capcom game? I don't know if you knew that. He's from another Capcom game, Hunting Ground. And it's like they even confirmed it was him. Man, I want to play Hunting Ground, but it's one of the most expensive, hard to find games.
You got worms too?
That's so cool.
Hey, what's that dog?
Like, it's actually an amazing game. I've seen tons of gameplay. I had a friend who had it, but now it legitimately, getting a legit copy for PS2 will cost you, like $200, $300. It's fucking ridiculous.
Want to help? Because I could use it.
Yeah, like it's one of the rarest PS2 games. It didn't sell very well. So, because it's so rare and because people want it so much, it has got insane. Hold on. Let me Google it right now. Like I'm like 99% sure. Hold on. Haunted Ground eBay. Yep. Used copy, $380. $152, $175. I mean, like, the game is wildly loved. Like, it didn't sell well, but it has, yeah. It has, like, a huge, huge cult following. People love it, but trying to get a copy?
That's what I'm talking about. Good boy.
Oh, and you know what sucks? You know what sucks? Get this. You can get it for PS3 for $10 as part of the PlayStation 2 Classics line, but it's only in Japan. Like, that's so shitty. So, like, if you live in Japan, you can get a legitimate copy of it for $10 digitally. In America, there's no modern way to play it, unless you want to make a PSN account and import it from Japan, which is a whole fucking thing. And then it's going to be in Japanese. So I hope you read Japanese. And like, how many times has Capcom, Megita, re-released their games? So many times! So many times. On a Mushu, Resident Evil, like, I could give you list after list after list of games they've re-released. Okami, they've re-released 15 fucking times. Okay? But then, this game, they won't re-release it. And obviously, if the game commands $200-$300 and people pay it, it's highly sought after, obviously the interest is there. So they would make money. As it stands, Makita, they literally aren't getting any money. You pay $380 to a guy with a neckbeard in his mom's fucking basement. And like I said, they completely own the rights to Haunting Grounds. It's not like they have a licensing issue. Capcom owns the rights. They've always owned the rights. So the only reason they haven't re-released it is just because they haven't wanted to. They totally could. I mean, they don't even need to do that much work. Just up-res it to 1080p and, you know, boom. People have wanted to play Hunting Grounds legitimately for fucking ages. Plus, you know, it would be just amazing to play it on a modern system. Instead of just, you know, right now the most modern thing you can play it on is PS3. It would be awesome to get it in the hands of modern gamers. Because, you know, modern gamers who aren't fans of the series aren't going to hunt down an old system just to play it. So, if they re-released it on modern systems, they could get a whole new generation of people to play Haunting Grounds. And like I said, it sucks because it really is an awesome game. The game itself is kick-ass. You would love it. It's scary, it's spooky, you know, you have a dog as your companion the whole game. It has some of the best graphics on PS2. It had a massive castle with no loading screens, which was super impressive. Like, it was an amazing game. It just, unfortunately, didn't sell very well, and then once it got out how good it was, people wanted it, obviously people took advantage and scalped the prices way the fuck up. Just like, I don't know how familiar you are with GameCube. GameCube is my shit. I love GameCube. GameCube is one of my favorite systems. I love GameCube. But now, all the fucking games on GameCube are so expensive, if I want to get any, I have to donate my candy on the black market.
God damn. That was almost a pancake. Okay. Let's get to that church. Thanks, bud.
I love how you're sitting there and you can actually interact with him and he barks. It's cool. Like, legitimately, I just want a game that's Leon and that wolf going around the country solving crimes. Just see Leon fucking riding a motorcycle and Huey in the sidecar. Like I said, like, all of the GameCube games now are so fucking expensive that you basically, average people will never play them. So, you know, and like, have you noticed how, like, Nintendo will constantly re-release their old games? Constantly re-release their old games, but then they want to act like fucking GameCube never existed? Like, they'll re-release NES games all the time. SNES games, 64 games. But they have yet to re-release any fucking GameCube games. It's legitimately like they pretend that GameCube just didn't happen. And it's not like it's hard. You understand that, like, GameCube is so old at this point that, like, the shittiest modern computer you could buy could just run it no problem? And like a fucking toaster could run GameCube games now. It's like 3 generations ago. Right? Some of Nintendo's greatest games came from GameCube. Some of their all-time greatest games came from GameCube. Luigi's Mansion, Metroid Prime 1 and 2, Resident Evil 4. Obviously, it's on every system known to mankind, but it still was a GameCube exclusive first. Mario Kart Double Dash, fucking amazing. Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door is one of the best games I've ever fucking played. Oh my god, the Thousand Year Door is amazing. Fucking F-Zero GX, Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, Baby Chaos 1 and 2. The sheer amount of GameCube games. Eternal Darkness is the shit! Which actually, I have a copy of Eternal Darkness. It's somewhere in my closet, but I have a copy of Eternal Darkness. I'm very proud of that. I fucking love Eternal Darkness. So, you know, like, so many games they could make money off of. They're just letting, nope, we're just letting it sit there. So, not only do they not want you to pirate them, but they don't want to let anyone else buy them legitimately. Like, you know, I'm not about piracy. But they don't really give anybody a fucking choice. Like, there is literally no legal way to buy these games anymore. If you buy them, you're not giving money to Nintendo. You're giving money to fucking resellers. That's what pisses me off. That, like, Nintendo, comes down on piracy so hard. Well, it's like, if you wanted to deter piracy, give people a legal way to play your fucking games. Like, you literally basically force people to pirate your games because they're not willing to put down fucking $300 to play a game, an older game. Like, that's ridiculous. And on top of that, okay, GameCube emulation is super easy, right? Okay? Dolphin is the standard on computers, but it's super easy, okay? So, for them to make GameCube games on their online service, or to make remasters of GameCube games you could buy, would cost them very little. They could pump them out almost instantly. Like, emulation in GameCube is so good at this point that they could do it almost instantly. It's not like it takes like a shit ton of effort. They've got to work it, they've got to fix it, they've got to port it to modern systems to make, you know what I mean? Like, literally, just a little bit of effort. They could do it in a couple of weeks. That's literally how easy GameCube emulation is. Like, it is legitimately just their fucking laziness. And it sucks because right now they have all these games that people love, people like me and you grew up playing, that they can't play legitimately. And if they just made a way to play legitimately, people would fucking be like, oh my god, and they'd immediately buy them. So they're just wasting money. You know what I'm saying? Instead, some asshole who just wants to drive up the prices gets the money. Or they'll pirate them online. So it's like, instead of them making money off their games, some asshole who doesn't even care about Nintendo is making money off their games. Oh, I love that. I honestly love how the light shines down from the altar, and you see the colors everywhere. Like, I think that it's so cool. I thought that was like a really cool touch. And like, you can even see it from like the porch. When you open the door, it's just it's so cool. Sarah should be joining the stream soon.
Ashley, you in there?
Yeah, she is working, but she said she gets off around 5, so hopefully you can stick around and join her in the stream as well. I like having you guys both. I think not only do I care about you guys, but you guys work together really well.
Ashley. Ashley Graham, are you in here?
Let me go.
Listen. Easy with that. My name's Leon. I'm hearing the president's orders in. That one, well.
No, she's not. I don't think she even knows what Discord is. I don't think she uses it. Otherwise, I would have no problem inviting her to my Discord. I met her on Facebook in a Harry Potter group. We're both Harry Potter fans.
Hey, it's dangerous outside. You need to listen to me.
What is that? Over there?
Pursue them. The last names are escaping.
By the way, Sarah is really nice. I always like her commentary. She gives herself shit for saying her English is bad, but I don't think her English is that bad, actually, considering it's not her native tongue. She's lots of fun to watch. Have watched me. She makes good commentary, and you guys seem to have good banner.
Deliver unto them salvation.
I give her shit for not, liking or not watching JCVD stuff, but that's just me teasing her. I'm not, actually offended. You know what I'm saying?
What do we do?
Your father trusts me. And I need you to trust me too. And do exactly as I say. I'm gonna get you home safe.
Okay. Okay, Leon.
Hey, you watch. I appreciate you. Yeah, it really is.
All right. Let's get the hell out of here.
Really it starts out going fucking right away with them breaking into the church. Kind of crazy.
Seriously? Just bought this.
Get the ladder.
Me? Okay. What do we do? There's no way out.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. You get the glasses for Ashley. Actually, I really like the look of the glasses on Ashley. Hold on. It suits her really well. Fits her whole aesthetic, you know what I'm saying?
No way.
It's okay, I've got you. Hey, trust me.
I also thought it was kind of weird that Slycon didn't like the Wrecking Ball. I thought the Wrecking Ball section in the remake was really good.
Thanks.
I mean, you know, to each their own.
secured Baby Eagle.
Copy that. Is she okay?
Affirmative.
Well done, Condor 1. I'll dispatch a chopper ASAP. I'm sending you the coordinates for the extraction point. Make your way there, and don't let anything happen to Baby Eagle.
Copy that.
Hurry. The weather is getting worse. Roost out.
Yeah, exactly. Ah, fuck, that's right. I gotta go back in the church. I totally forgot about that.
Stay close.
Okay.
There's a treasure in the room where you get Ashley. You have to go back after the cutscene. Oh well, shit happens.
Definitely gonna catch a cold.
Well, you know, Ashley, there are more important things to worry about right now, like not fucking dying. That's, you know, that's a really, really good one.
My ear's done!
They're coming! Get behind me!
What is wrong with these people?
Sorry.
Give me a warning next time?
Give me a break already.
Right?
There you go.
Oh, come on. Ah, shit. Way to go!
You okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's also, people complained about that, like they were making it for casuals, but honestly, I like the fact that she no longer has a health bar you have to manage. Like, she still is in danger, you still have to watch out for her, but you no longer have to fucking siphon off your resources to her. I honestly thought that was an improvement. Now make sure I got everything. Oh, that's right, there's the locked drawer. Okay, but I can get that on the way out. I mean, it really doesn't get rid of any of the tension. Yeah, exactly. Her voice acting is really good. One thing I definitely think is a missed opportunity.
Items in
One thing I definitely think is a missed opportunity is they never have any interactions between Ashley and the merchant. I always thought that was kind of weird.
Come to Take a look. Welcome. I got something new for you. A deal well struck. Come.
Yeah, I might save it until I can get the maximum use for it. Yeah, exactly. Like, so she acknowledges the merchant exists, you know what I'm saying? But, like, he never acknowledges her. There's never, like, I just wish there was, like, dialogue between them. I think that could have been cool.
Well, pleasant travels.
Just think it was kind of a missed opportunity, you know?
Hey, can we take a break?
Sorry, we need to keep moving.
Got it.
I also like how it's structured. So, like, in the original game, you return to the village square 3 times as well. But in the original game, not much changed each time you went back to the village. Whereas now, the first time you return, it's fucking sunset and they have the trap set for you. And the third time, it's all fucking rainy and nighttime strewn and has wolves and shit. So it's like they made it so each return to the village is more varied.
About the weather. You're serious.
Ah. Shit. I also really like the rain effects. Even if, like, right here, this kills the frame rate, as you can see.
Over here.
Hey.
I need you to open it from the other side.
It's open.
Yeah, exactly.
Good work.
It definitely, yeah. I think it's kind of funny how, like, that turned into, like, a big thing, like a big fucking meme, and they turned out not even being in the game when it released. Like, they had already fixed it by launch. So nobody who played the game actually saw it. Besides, like, reviewers. Like, it was such a big fucking meme, and it wasn't even in, like, the final game. But then again, I think you could obviously make the point, or make the case that the reason why it wasn't in the final game is people bitched about it before release. And that's why fan feedback is so vital. Ah, fuck, here we go.
Seriously, this can't be happening.
Yeah, I agree. They really were being fucking douchebags. That's a totally fair point to make. We're being fucking douchebags. Yeah. I don't think it was perfect, but I did like Resident Evil Remake. I did. Or Resident Evil 3 Remake. And people acting like it's so... Yeah, exactly. No, I totally agree with you. As a remake, it's not that great. As its own game, just on its own merits, it's a fucking great game. And I honestly can't imagine anyone saying it's a bad game. I would now there are many games I would consider bad. It's not one of them. Yes, I have. But I'm always down to stream some of the other ones if you want. Like I said, I can stream 7, 8, 2 remake, 3 remake, 1 remake, 0, Revelations, 5, 6. Those are all the ones that I have on PS4/PS5. I have Revelations 2 on Xbox, so if I stream that, it would have to be on Twitch. Xbox doesn't have YouTube streaming for some fucking stupid reason. Yeah, well, I mean, which one would you like to see me stream the most? I try to take into account what people watching the streams want to see as well. Yeah, it's great. I agree. I played through and beaten that so many fucking times. Like, so many times. Hello, Sarah. Okay, but you have to stay and join the stream. Come on, you can't just leave. I'm waiting for you to join all day. Woo! You gotta be a part of the birthday stream! Man, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that.
Welcome. Ooh, what you buying? Thank you. I want to take welcome. Crossing your T's, dotting your I's. That's the way to be. Knife needs care every once in a while. Could be the difference between life and death.
That sucks. I hate it when people abuse others. You know, you do a valuable service, and it's like people don't appreciate that. It's shit.
Anything else I can help you with? Knowledge is power. Remember that, mate. Come back. At any time. Welcome. This kind of work is about finesse, stranger. Little bit goes a long way. Well, don't get yourself killed now.
Yeah, like, I mean, I understand that their life isn't easy. I understand that it's hard to be them, but like that doesn't give them the right to abuse you. Especially you're like the person trying to help them.
Your missing señorita.
Señorita has a name and it's Ashley. You are?
Name's Luis. Encantado.
Great. We all have names. Now then.
Yeah, I definitely can do it.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
Very good questions, unfortunately.
Hide, now.
In that case, here, help me.
Ashley, quick! Over here. Go.
Yeah.
Okay. It's game time.
Leon! This one's on me!
Hordes of them against two of us. Oh, and that's not right. This one is made up of monsters. Done warming up? You stretched?
Yeah. Now if you'd shut up, we'd be good to go.
Lighten up, cowboy.
Yeah. It does. I couldn't do it. Okay. Resident Evil 4 remake.
At the moment.
Hey, our guest service here smile, huh? I guess bullets were just as well.
My only regret is I wish I had killed that hammer dude though. Get the loot. Oh well, W's a W. Oh yeah.
Ashley.
Oh.
What's happening to me?
time you've coughed on blood like this?
You want to start explaining?
The cough, the blood, is caused by something called, plaga. Okay. You saw those people, right? But you have the same thing inside you. The same thing that made them like that. This, what you're experiencing, these symptoms, they're only the beginning.
I don't want to become like them.
You are, well, lucky. You see, at this early stage, the parasite, the plaga, it is possible to remove it with the surgical procedure. And all you need is some know-how. And oh yeah, the right equipment.
Wait, you two?
No worries. See?
Okay.
I have a plan. But you're going to have to trust me. Great, we're partners then.
Hey, why are you...
No time for any questions. The clock is ticking.
Why are you helping us?
Because it makes me feel better. Let's leave it at that. We'll contact you later.
One second. I'll be right back. So sorry about that. I'm back. I just had to use the restroom. We're almost at the end of the village. What's your favorite section of this game, Megita? The island, the castle, or the village? I think for me it's the castle.
Hey, got a smoke?
I do. The kind you like. Now where's the amber?
Fortunately, it's not on me at the moment. And you really should be telling me what a good job I did. Busted my ass and managed to hide it right before I got caught. Which is why I'm still alive.
The deal was, we get you out of here when you deliver the amber. No amber, no
Right?
promotion, Luis.
Who knows?
Such a stickler for details, Hyde. Okay, then. I'll go get it now. How about that? And I do have something else.
Like, see that you can explore this. Like, he climbs up the hill and walks with Ada in separate ways. This could be the area you explored, the upper village in the mountains.
I need to get to.
This is Roost. I've got some bad news, Condor One. With the weather like this, the chopper can't make its approach. Can you stand by until it clears?
Because, you know, whenever you're in the village, you can clearly see the mountains up in the distance. It'd be cool to go up into the mountains, even if it's just a little bit.
Dangerous. We're gonna get out of here and find someplace safe.
I'm sorry. I wish I could do more to help.
Don't worry about it. We'll swim home if we have to. Condor 1, out. Let's go.
What's gonna happen to me?
Right now. Let's just focus on getting out of here.
Yeah. Right.
1 second, I gotta stretch. Oh man, it came my back. Okay.
Got some new wares, stranger.
Oh shit. Wait. Fuck. I didn't, oh man, I gotta fucking redo this last chunk of the game because I didn't do the fucking, woof. You know, the village chief's manor? Fuck. Okay, Megita, I'm gonna end this part really quickly. I'm gonna switch to another game because that kind of pissed me off. Are you cool with that? Yeah, I'm supposed to be doing a 100% run, and I totally forgot about that, and I went past the point of no return where you can't get back. Alright, I'll be right back.